Hey guys, this is John Broussard. Hope everybody's having a good day. Live free, it's your life. The things that we're going to talk about today is anxiety, depression, mental health, mental stability, your ups and downs and lows and highs. We all got it. That's why there's spikes. I've used some antidepressants over the years, not always on them. But if you need it, then get it just to help. But I'm gonna talk about the tools and what works and what doesn't work and what's for me. And I got a buddy of mine that's suffering that right now a little bit too. Every day is a strive, and so we're gonna go over that and how kind of alcohol affects you a little bit. I might get into give my thoughts on THC and marijuana and stuff. What my thoughts and open-minded about some of that stuff. And let's just get into it. So, the basic tools that I use in I'm 46 years old, and I started learning. I did other things, but I didn't understand what I was doing and what the benefits to look for and etc. And I was going through the motion, but I was looking for help and to more have more enjoyment in life and more not doing things just to say I went there and did it and take a bunch of fake videos, and I'm not really enjoying myself, but I'm doing it to try to have fun and all that. I do have fun doing it, but I want to be in a better state of mind and enjoy things and just the little things in life and be more content. And so I do might want to make a quick note on that. I am changing. I'm trying new things out. I did purchase I'm not selling this. This is the brand. It's a microphone. It comes with two of them. There's one in there. There's one on my chest. It's got cancellation. I think these are called J12s. I don't have the box with me. But it's rechargeable pack and all that. And I tested it out. It helps with my audio and clarity and all that stuff. But anyway, I just want to say, hey, I'm moving on with some stuff and trying things out. Anyway, I use the 30 minutes a day. At least do it 4 times a week. And you're going to benefit. That's going to be your foundation. I'm telling you guys, walking, you don't have to go do all these. I better make sure my phone's on too, because I'm taking the old man to the doctor. He's getting shots in his eyes. And you don't have to have all this stuff out, taking all this stuff. And, I've taken antidepressants ups and downs through my life, and some don't work, some do a little bit. And it's not going to fix everything. What I found being on it, being off and on it and stuff when I do need it, exercise or walking is going to be your main foundation. 30 minutes a day. Give me 2 weeks. Try 30 minutes a day. So what's better is in the evenings or in the mornings? What are the two better ones? To me, honestly, the mornings are going to be your best. You might not feel like it you don't have to do it right out of the bed or anything. Drink a cup of coffee, eat your banana, or get up before you go to work 30 minutes earlier. Go to bed at a decent time and keep schedules. Go to bed at 9 o'clock. If you want to go to bed at 8:30, that's fine. 9 o'clock, 9:30. Don't be staying up, work during the work week, 12 o'clock, 12:30. You're going to feel like crap when you wake up the next morning. If you're in that mental state of mind and you're having problems with that stuff, you're going to sleep and you're not going to feel rested. And you're going to want to go back to sleep, or want to nap all the time and stuff. You're not, or either run away from problems or how you feel. you're not going to get the rest and the happiness that you're trying to seek. And you have to incorporate that walking, one foot from the other. Takes very minimum effort. And we'll come up with every excuse in the book to not do that when we're in that state of mind. And it is your life, and you want to live and be content and be happy with the simplest things in life. And because you keep going to these stores and buying stuff, the new technology, new phones, those are stimulations. I got an iPhone 8 right now. I'm not paying $1,200, $2,000 for stuff, or adding another bill on my monthly bill, paying for that junk that's way overpriced. I'm content with an older phone and a remanufactured phone and stuff. I strive for that, and I don't force myself to. I've gotten better with that and being more content with less to a certain point. And, we're being told left and right to do this, that, racism, division, all that. I've said that before. You look at what's happening, corruption, it all comes from top. Shit rolls downhill. And it's all about telling you what to do. And I'm not going to get too lingered into that, but, pay attention to some of that stuff. You'll start noticing, man, this has been, how long they've been beating on racism? Ever since I've been born. I mean, this is constant. There's that guy, Jesse Peterson. Like he said, he even said it. He said it was a made-up thing for control. Usually if I don't like somebody, it's going to be based upon either who they are, their say I don't hate them, but we just don't click, or it's their mindset, or it's not because of their color. They if they got a bad attitude, they're mean, they're just a jerk. That's why I don't like them. But with all this going on, more people are on antidepressants and anxiety pills, Xanax, whatever they're pumping out. Those are just quick fixes, but they're not going to do everything for you. They're maskers or whatever. But the walking 30 minutes a day, but do it the morning is going to be the most benefits. It's going to pump that heart. Pump it. It's going to get that blood flowing. It's going to release chemicals in your head, your serotonin. You're going to build more, what do they call that? Testosterone. The ladies are going to have their stuff that their chemicals going to release, and you're going to start feeling better. And then as you work at it and you add a little bit more, like, if I do squats, I do body squats, depending on how far you can go down, you'll get better as you exercise, and you do that, your stretching is going to get better because you're moving around. You're not going to work, overeating, and going home, sitting in a recliner and watch TV all day long, or all evening long, or all weekend long. And the second thing is get organized. Be efficient. Start writing stuff down. Take time. Make yourself settle down. I don't care. That head be pumping. All kind of images. You can't concentrate. A lot of that stuff is because you're not organized or you're not efficient. That's what efficient means, being organized. And so I can go and I know what my cans are, my coffee's all in one area, my soups and cans and corns are all in one area. We label everything OCD and all this other, that don't have anything to do with it. It has to be doing that you have things together with that stuff, being efficient. And you're able to retrieve that stuff, go clean your shop out, organize where all the screwdrivers go where they go. So when you work on projects, you're not getting frustrated. You know where to go get that tool and work on it, and then go put it back when you get done with it. Because then you keep throwing it on the bench, or you keep, just throwing stuff, putting stuff back where they go, then everything gets lost. You can't be mentally, to me, to a certain point, not 100%, but you can't be mentally you're going to have somewhat mental things, not feeling good when things are all chaos in your house. Those are basic things. Cleanliness and is next to godliness and all that. Kind of how that that thing goes in the Bible and stuff. But make you start the way you get back on track, and you don't need all them pills and everything else or whatever. Is do your exercise, do your benefit in the morning or in the evening. But you're going to get more energy in the morning. You're going to pump all that out, pump that energy, pump this out, and you're going to have a better mood through the day or energy level, instead of being everything's forced to you gotta I gotta get that done. I need to get it. I sit there for 2 hours and push it off, and then I wait to the end, and until the end of the day, and I'm trying to run out there and go finish that up or whatever, and then I get frustrated at myself, and then I'm not enjoying it, and then I don't want to do much anymore. I just either throw it down and I'll just do it tomorrow. And then 2 weeks comes around, and it becomes a habit, and then we get locked into that for 20, 30 years, and then we don't change. Those become bad habits. We don't do as much, and then then weight comes, and we start getting overweight, and then we can't move as much, and then we're sore all the time. Inflammation is always attacking us, no matter what. As soon as we wake up, it's there. But when we exercise and we get those good chemicals flowing and all that, and we start eating a little bit better, and buying pink salt, organic a little bit. You can have your treats every once in a while and do that. You ain't got to live a extreme religious. You start doing that, you'll probably start getting miserable, but you're going to start feeling better. But you can have your treats in here and there, and it's a little bit of ice cream, and I eat me cupcakes or whatever sometimes. Drink me a Coke. I'll drink a Diet Coke instead of having all that sugar in there. But if I'm going to eat something, most of the time I try and I go to the store and buy something, I research a little bit, maybe once a week or something, and I'll start bringing that into my eating. And then with my exercise, the exercise that's number one high. The walking is number one. You've got to have that, and you're going to have that for the rest of your life. And you're going to get to that point when you do it, you're going to enjoy it. Go out there, enjoy it. I don't have my headphones on. Sometimes I do something, but most of the time I don't. I want to hear the birds. I want to see the trees. That's my time for my meditation. And sometimes I don't want to be around nobody. I want to heal myself. It's not a selfish thing, because if I'm happy and I'm enjoying that, I'm going to be able to enjoy that when I'm with somebody. And I like helping people if I can, And so my buddy's been struggling with that, and he's been on antidepressants for years. He's miserable to a certain point. His mental state has went down, and he's got trapped into that. And then you don't want to do nothing. So I've been trying to get him to walk, go. He hurts, his knees hurt, this, that, whatever. Remember, inflammation's always attacking us, and then the more muscles we lose, the more we don't have to build for our foundation. It's a tune-up all the time. It's keeping that muscle there and stretching a little bit, and so he's in that state of mind, and he knows he needs to do it, but he's wanting the energy and wanting to go do that. Well, you've got to apply yourself to do that. You're not going to want to do it right now, but that reward comes in time. A little bit each day you do a little bit more, you're going to start feeling better, and then you start adding it, eating like we just talked about. And so he wants to go to his room, and then that's his happy place, and then he don't do a whole lot through the day, and the projects are not getting done. And I know him. I've been over his house. You go out to his shop. His shop's all got everything. It's everywhere. You can't find nothing. My dad, he suffers from that too, you know. And then he wants to go in and watch TV and then I go out to the shop, clean it up, you know, be organized. He gets frustrated, the same thing, because he tries to work on stuff and he can't find nothing. You've got to put a little work into it. But doing those exercises 30 minutes a day, I mean, I set my timer. Put your timer on your phone, 30 minutes. I'll go do my 30 minutes. So my mind won't play a game with me and go, oh, you didn't work no 30 minutes. You're going to quit. You're going to fail. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. Mind is something else. And then so as I do that more and more, my mind does not fight me as much. And I'm putting in good stuff. And I'm getting the chemicals moved around and stuff and that. And and then writing stuff down. Now I'm to the point where I can handle things without having to write things down as much. But when I start getting a little overwhelmed or I get too much going on at one time, I start writing stuff down so I don't forget it. But I prioritize too. And going out there working on your car, checking your car, your tires, all that stuff, you know, little stuff. Everybody can do it. And it's being aware. Then you're going to have less problems. And then, but when problems come up, you're going to feel better and stuff, and you're not going to get so angry and upset, you know, damn, I did one thing after one, you know, and you get that way. And so that is the foundation and tools I use, and I start incorporating that. I'm not looking for 100%. Society tells you 16,000 abs, you got to be shredded, all this other stuff. No, I'm not chasing that. That's a bottomless pit, and that's starving yourself and working out 16 hours in a gym. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to enjoy things. I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to do this and that. But I'm going to be semi-healthy where I'm really enjoying it. And I'm in a good mental state and all that. I'm not perfect all the time. I'm going to have highs and lows. Tomorrow I might have a little low. But when I get a little low and I get a little agitated and things ain't going my way or whatever, etc., and I start getting argumentative or something like that, I'll zip that. I mean, some arguments are good to get into because you're trying to fix a problem or whatever. But if I know that I'm going down that path and my mindset and all that, I'll go get my shoes. I'll put them on, get out there and go walk. I'll walk it out of me. And I'll come back with a little bit better attitude. Might not be perfect, but I'll have a little bit better. And that anger or that frustration or that little bitty little thing that I was agitated on might not be so bad. I mean, or whatever. Or I might come back and fix it, you know, and work on it or whatever. Or if I'm working on something and getting agitated or something. But my agitation level is getting less and less and less with that as I incorporate this. So that's why I'm sharing that and stuff. I've walked for 3 or 4 years off and on. I hope this helps. Like I said, we all go through, we're all fighting that no matter what. If you're man enough or you're whatever, you're a person, you need to be open and minded enough to watch. I watch myself when things I need to kind of correct or whatever, because what I'm looking for in life is contentment, happiness in little things. I'm not looking for 100% because that's perfect. You always can find something in there. But I'm looking for 70%, 60%. If I'm feeling 60, 70% pretty good, my day's not going to be that bad. I'm never going to get 100%, but I don't want my mind to go to that all the time. And then it gets to be a loop system. So I need to retrain the brain and get on a schedule of doing what helps me get through this day, get through the next day, get through this, and you feel good when you get something done. You got things lined out, things in order in your house. You got your shop in order. If I need to go work on something, or I got to go take care of stuff, I need to write that down a little bit. Take that time. What do I need to do for the week to get some things done? Because I've been in that, and you get in that mental state after a while, then you just get one thing done for the week, and you really need to get 5 things done for that week, and then we push it off the next week, and then we push it off the next week, and then we start getting things done at the last minute, do bills, whatever, or just doing basic simple stuff. Change that AC filter. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that next week. And then before you get to it, man, that thing's all caked up, or just little projects just start getting pushed, and then you're trying to, man, I just got to get myself geared up to go do this or go do that or whatever. You start getting excited because I got an entertainment center to put up together. That's it's gonna be neat. I'm gonna reorganize it, and it's gonna look good, and I can sit down. It's gonna enhance things a little bit better, give me more room. Get that clutter out of your house, stumbling around all over stuff. You keep buying stuff and bringing stuff home. Before you know it, you're a hoarder going around the house. You're knocking things over and all that. You're looking for that stimulation because you're not feeling good, and you're not happy and content with things, and so you're buying that stuff to make you feel good. Now, some people don't think with marijuana and stuff like that. I'm not really getting into that too much, but I'm making a point of being judgmental and stuff about how we've been told and this and that. I personally like it, and I'll probably do it later on in life and stuff. It depends on what type of state of mind you are in, or if I'm told to be judgmental all the time, big old dope head, he can't do nothing, and and he just want to lay around not doing anything, make you lazy and all that shit. I'll burn me one, if I'm in a time of life or whatever. For a long time I didn't do it. I do it and look at things different now. But for instance, I'll burn a half one in the morning sometime when I drink a cup of coffee, and man, it just enhances the day and the trees. And then I might go mow or might go out in the shop and kind of just tinker around, work on a couple projects and stuff. That didn't affect me that way. I was always told that, or hanging out with somebody, and we're giggling, laughing, just, cutting up and, taking a break from all the hustle and bustle and stuff, having a good time. And now they're finding out it is not so bad. They started all that. They put all them commercials out, and then come to find out, a lot of them were doing it behind doors, just like alcohol and all that. They were prohibition and all that, whatever that stuff was back then. They were arresting people, and they were making moonshine and all that, and they were going to arrest them, throwing them in jail, and they got home, they were drinking drinks, and they were having their drinks, but they're going around arresting everybody. Cocaine in the White House, and nothing ever gets done with that. We'll just sweep that underneath the rug, but we're going to arrest somebody out here and throw them in the pen. And people serve major time for having marijuana and stuff like that. And now it's, look at them. They got it and allow these states to have them, and it's approved, and it's not even off they're listing marijuana as the same as taking what do you call that? It's labeling it as meth and labeling it as heroin and all that. I don't have desire to do that. Well, it leads to other drugs and leads to this and that, and have no idea what you're saying. And now they're doing studies and finding breakthroughs on it and stuff. God wouldn't have put that chemical in that plant. I'm not saying to go do it or nothing like that or whatever, but I've used it time and time, throughout my life and stuff, and it has not. At times I wasn't in the right mental state, and it wasn't a real good time for me at that time. But You look at alcohol. Man, look, I mean, you see people with alcohol, man, they get to drinking and they running into cars and killing people. And I drink a beer, and I'm not saying it's all bad, but, uh, the people that get wasted drunk and all that, they're way more harder to deal with than somebody just either than smoke more than they should or whatever or something. They just go to sleep, or have a good night's sleep. Man, what some good rest. I mean, that's really bad stuff. And you get to drinking too much, throwing up their stomach, and give them choices. Maybe they can, anyway. So, but like I said, they pass all this stuff out. You can buy hemp here at the store, but they still got it on the damn drug test. They still got it on the federal level. Here you're approving all this stuff, and you ain't even took it off the government and all that. And they ain't took it off the federal level. A bunch of there's an old man right there, I think. Supposed to call me. But anyway, he's out here getting shots in his eyes. But that's the things, we've been trying to work on with him. And my buddy, and trying to get him to walk and all that stuff. And he just been fighting it and stuff and not going walking. And he did it for one day and then quit and all that. Like I said, give 2 weeks. Just do it for 2 weeks. Mark it on your calendar. Check them off every day. See how you feel in 2 weeks. Guarantee you're going to feel better. And start making you a little list for the week to do. Get some things accomplished. Organize your house. Be efficient. Put things where they go. Clean up as you go. All that affects your mood and your, but the walking is going to be the number one. You've got to have that. You can't have that without having the other to a certain point. Some people can't go walk, do a little exercise. Find an exercise that you can do. There's other ways you can get around that, but, if they have some other issues and stuff. But I have no reason to complain, and even with him, he has no reason to say he can't go walk. There's people that don't have legs and stuff or whatever, and or lost them and stuff. They'd give $1 million to have that. So if we got some function to us, and then some of them don't have those limbs, and they're still more functional than we are. So we're great at making excuses. But this is my help with that or whatever. This is what helps me. And walking 30 minutes a day. Once you get going and you start getting established after a couple months or whatever, and you see the benefits and stuff, then you could do four times a week. A lot of times I do it every day. It's just a tune-up. I'd rather do it every day. It's just a good mental check. Get your time to separate, and then I make my little notes when I need to. What do I need to do for the week to get a couple things accomplished? Paint the door, put a coat of paint on the door and stuff. You're gonna do it. Sometimes you're not gonna want to do it, but you do it. Knock it out. It don't matter what these feelings and what's your brain telling you and all that. That's just all thoughts. What are they gonna do? If you let it overpower you, and it does, it'll get you to that point. But if you don't start exercising and fighting that back, it'll get better. I promise you, man. And that antis and the chemicals and stuff that they make that and then it's got side effects, and then it ain't gonna solve everything. I've been down it. It'll get you started a little bit, but anyway, I love y'all, and y'all have a good day and a good weekend, and strive for yourself. For you got to take time for yourself. You're important, your mental health and all that. Don't go 70, 80 years and be miserable and stuff. Do it now. Do it today. It ain't costing you no money. And you're gonna eventually that needle's gonna start getting better and better. Love y'all. Have a good day. If you need to make a comment in there, make some comments. Send something back to me, how you feel and this and that, or what things work for you to make you feel better. Get you a dog. Get you an animal, you know. Get you a buddy if you're alone and stuff. It'll help. You know, y'all work together as a team, you know. Love y'all. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Make some good choices. Same to me, John Broussard. I'm out. Live free. Like and subscribe if you can. Thank you.